Yo, what it do? This your boy WLG underscore JL Gaming. Um, and welcome to episode 7 of JL's Related Podcast. Happy Friday to y'all. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope everyone had a blessed day, a blessed week. Make sure you come in, um, smash that like button, share it out, tweet it out, subscribe if you're new. This your first time on my channel, first time watching me on YouTube. Um, Sorry about that. Um, so it's your first time, subscribe. Shout out to my day ones and all my loyal supporters, new and old. Um, really appreciate you all so much for uh, tuning into my last episode and watching all my videos and live streams. I really appreciate y'all. Yeah, so sorry about that. I had to do something real quick, but yeah, man. I had to eat something, man, because I ain't had nothing all day. I wasn't really trying to eat, unfortunately. Um, because had issues with the restrooms at my job, so I didn't want to eat because I knew if I ate something, I had to go. I would have had to go to the restroom. What's going on, Swag Light TV? How you doing, my brother? Good to see you, man. Make sure you share it out, tweet it out, smash that like button. Appreciate you. How's everything with you, Swag? But on tonight's episode of JL's Litty podcast, we'll be discussing the Wizards and Hawks game and Week 8 NFL picks. Let's get straight to it. Now, Washington Wizards versus the Atlanta Hawks. The Washington Wizards. Oh, I hear you, man. Just getting off work. How was work, Swag? Hope you had a good day at work. Washington Wizards, defeated the Atlanta Hawks last night, 122 to 111. Another incredible team effort game. Uh, Defensively, um, Bradley Beal and the role plays we got from the Westbrook trade, um, Montrezl Harrell and Caldwell Pope and Kyle Kuzma. We had 4 starters um, that had over 20 points last night. Let's go over the box score. You said a lot of riding. Um, we're going to start with the Hawks, Atlanta Hawks. You had DeAndre Hunter. He had an okay game. 4-9, field goal, 2 or 3 point from the 3, 4 boards, 1 assist, 10 points. John Collins had a hell of a game against the Washington Wizards. What's going on, Groovy? How you doing, my brother? How's it going, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Make sure you smash that like button, share it out, tweet it out. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. What I was saying was John Collins had a hell of a game. He was 14-16 in the field goal. 12 balls, 3 assists, 28 points. Superb game by John Collins. You had Clint Capella. He had an okay game. He was 5 of 7 in the field goal, 4 boards, 1 assist, 11 points. Trae Young clearly didn't have one of his best games. Hey, you said it, man. I'm really loving the energy. I'm really loving the role players we got in from the Westbrook trade. it's working out so far. Montrezl Harrell, Caldwell Pope, Kyle Kuzma is all balling out, and it just seemed like we have a real deep team. This is Wes Unseld Jr.'s first head coaching job, first year as the Washington Wizards head coach. He's doing a daggone good job. Because remember, he was an assistant coach for Mike Malone, Denver Nuggets. He was he's what Wes Unseld Jr. is more so the defensive mindset type of head coach. So we needed to work on our defense, and we so far, we doing our thing. But Trae Young, he didn't have one of his best games. Yep, facts. He was 6 of 17 field goal. He was 1 of 5 from the three. He had 3 boards, 13 assists, 15 points. Then you had Bogdanovich. He had a okay game. He had 14 points, 6 boards. Shout out to the three. Shout out to everybody tuning in, everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all show each other love in the chat. Bogdanovich, he had an okay game. He had 14 points, 6 boards, 4 assists, 6 of 11 on the field goal, 1 of 4 from the three. Cam Reddish coming off the bench. He had a hell of a game off the bench. 8 of 14, 1 of 5, 3 assists, 20 points. And then we switch on over to the Wizards side. We balled out last night. We played at home. We took care of business at home. Kyle Kuzma, he had a good game. 8 of 17, 2 for 6 from the three, 8 boards, 21 points. Then you had big Montrezl Harrell, man. I'm really loving our role players right now that we picked up from the Westbrook trade. Montrezl Harrell is definitely a real explosive big. I seen one play. I was looking at the highlights. One play, they was triple teaming Harold, and he just maneuvered that and slam dunk. He had a tremendous game. He was 10 of 16, didn't shoot any threes, 13 boards, 5 assists, 25 points. Such a terrific game by Montrezl Harrell. Then you had, Aaron Holiday. He was in the starting lineup because we didn't have 4 stars didn't play last night. He had an okay game. He was 3 of 6 from field goal, 1 or 2 from 3, 4 assists, 7 points. Bradley Beal balled out. He was 11 for 26, 1 or 4 from 3. He's not going to have that many off nights from the 3. 8 boards, 8 assists, 27 points. Caldwell Pope, good game. He knocked down some clutch threes. He knocked down a lot of clutch threes. He 7-10 from the field goal, 5 or 7 from the 3, 8 boards, 2 assists, 21 points. Davis Bertans, he had an okay game. He was 3 for 7. What's up, HCB the show? How you doing? Shout out to HCB the show. Make sure y'all go check him out. Subscribe to him if you haven't already. New fan on the channel. Show him love. Davis Bertans, he was 3 for 7 from the field goal, 3 of 6 from the 3, 1 board, 10 points. He had an okay game. So that is the end of the discussion for the Washington Wizards and the Atlanta Hawks game that occurred last night. We're going to go over the Week 8 NFL picks, and then that will be it. But it for episode 7. On to the next episode. But we about to discuss my predictions for Week 8 in the NFL. Starting with the Panthers versus the Falcons. Both teams have been struggling, but I give the edge to the Panthers. I just don't trust the Falcons. I believe a little bit more in the Carolina Panthers than I do with the Atlanta Falcons. So Panthers over Falcons. Next, you have the Titans versus the Colts. Colts had a big win on the road at home, on the road against the 49ers. Titans smoked the Chiefs last week. And this is a divisional game. But I had to give the edge to the Titans. I believe that Derrick Henry will have another monster game against the Colts. He always had monster games against the Colts. And I just believe that, the Colts are struggling. Even though they got that W against the 49ers, they're still struggling. Still don't believe in Carson Wentz. So Titans over Colts. And then next I had the Dolphins versus the Bills. Bills got a W. Dolphins lost their game last week. And the Bills are going to continue their hot streak over the Dolphins. I don't trust the Dolphins. I believe the Bills are the more completed team in this game than the Miami Dolphins. You got Josh Allen. You got Stephon Diggs, Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley, and the crew. They're gonna get the job done at home against the Miami Dolphins. I don't see Miami stopping Josh Allen and that elite offense. So I'll take the Bills over the Dolphins in this game. Next, you have the Bengals versus Jets. You got the Bengals over the Jets. I'm not going to talk much about that game because there's nothing really to talk about in regards to the Jets. But next, you have the Steelers versus Browns. Browns squeaked the win against the Broncos. Steelers, they lost their game last week. And I heard that they announced that Baker Mayfield will start in this game, even though he has that shoulder injury that he suffered a couple of games ago. So I get the Browns the edge over the Steelers. They do have a decent defense. And I just believe that running game is going to kill the Steelers. Big Ben is just declining, and I just think his time is up. Big Ben has had a hell of a career. I just think that he just needs to just retire. He's just been going downward and declining for the past 3-4 seasons. So that's So Browns over Steelers. Then next you got the Eagles versus Lions. I got the Eagles over the Lions in that game. Rams versus Texans. Got Rams over Texans. Nothing to really talk about in that game. Then you got the 49ers versus Bears. I'm going to pick the 49ers because that rookie that they got, Elijah Mitchell, is balling out. He had a terrific game last week against the Colts. And I just don't believe in the Bears. I don't believe in Matt Nagy and Chicago Bears, because we all know how elite their defense is, but their offense is not so much elite. 49ers going to bounce back from that devastating loss that they suffered at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So I'll take the 49ers over the Bears in that one. Next, we got the Patriots versus Chargers. This is going to be a hell of a game. But I give the edge to the Chargers. They are playing at home. They do have a good defense. They do have the defense. Both defenses are okay. This is going to be this is like a pick 'em type of game. It can go either way. It can go the Patriots way, or it can go the Chargers way. So I'll pick the Chargers over the Patriots. Next, you got the Jaguars versus the Seahawks. Now, Jaguars still haven't won a game yet. And Seattle Seahawks, they are struggling badly. And I just believe that Seattle Seahawks is no longer a threat. They're not the 2012 Seahawks. I just believe Jacksonville. If the Jaguars going to snag their first win in this season, it's going to be against Seattle Seahawks. I believe that Trevor Lawrence, this might be one of his best games this season, in his rookie season. Shout out to the one. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all smash that like button, share it out, tweet it out. Really appreciate you all for joining me. So yeah, I think the Jaguars are gonna get their first W against the Seattle Seahawks this week. So I'll pick Jacksonville Jaguars over the Seattle Seahawks. Then you got the big division matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Both teams are doing good right now, but can't go against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. They are the more completed team than the New Orleans Saints, but don't sleep on the New Orleans Saints. Both teams, both these teams, they always play hard against each other every time they meet up. So I picked the Buccaneers over the Saints. Then next you got my team, Washington Football Team versus the Denver Broncos. Both teams are struggling. Both teams are horrible this season so far. But I get the edge to the Washington Football Team. I believe this is a winnable game. I believe we had the defense to apply that pressure on Teddy Bridgewater, make him uncomfortable, and really disturb his play. Taylor Heineke gotta, the offense gotta play better. Defense hasn't been that much of an issue. It mainly been, well, I'll take that back. Offense hasn't been much of an issue. It's been a defense, but they slowly improving, but they still got a lot of room for improvement. They had to kind of make some adjustments in the defense and really plug in, move pieces around for better positions within the defense. So I picked my Washington Football Team to defeat the Denver Broncos. Next, you have the Cowboys versus the Vikings. As y'all know, can't stand the Dallas Cowboys, and I refuse to pick the Dallas Cowboys. I don't care who they face. I'm gonna always pick the opponent, their opponent. So we don't know if Dak Prescott going to play this game. I highly doubt he's going to play this game because they not trying to put his health at risk. They're going to need him in the stretch of the postseason. So I picked the Minnesota Vikings over the Cowboys. I think Kirk Cousins is going to take full advantage of the Dak Prescott-less Cowboys and really capitalize off his absence and get the job done at home. So I picked the Vikings over the Cowboys. And finally, Giants versus the Chiefs. Now, when I tell y'all this pick, y'all going to be like, what in the world is he thinking? Look, Giants just snagged a huge win versus the Carolina Panthers. Chiefs got smoked by the Tennessee Titans. I'm gonna pick the New York Giants to pull an upset on the road against the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs defense is trash. Really, any team can put up points against that horrific Kansas City Chiefs defense. Daniel Dimes Jones is gonna get the job done on the road You know, they got a decent offense and a good enough defense to neutralize Pat Mahomes and that elite offense. Even though I know they're not going to be able to contain Tyreek Hill because he's just too he did Tyreek Hill's going to get his touchdowns. They're not going to be able to stop Tyreek Hill, but I believe they're going to be able to contain and neutralize the other wide receivers. So I picked New York Giants over the Kansas City Chiefs, and that is the end of episode 7 of JL's Litty podcast. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in. Make sure you smash that like button, share it out, tweet out, and subscribe if this is your first time on my channel. And if you're new on my channel, gladly appreciate everybody for coming through. Till next episode, WLG_JL Gaming. We Litty, you already know. Peace.